welcome back to my channel. I am so glad that you made it back. So today's video, I am going to do a get ready with me. Also, I'm gonna be trying out a new foundation that I purchased. That one is the Too Faced Peach Perfect Foundation. With this one, I've heard so many good things about it. I'm not gonna do an overview just quite yet until I actually try this on and wear it for a couple of days. I wanna make sure that I absolutely love this foundation and I know exactly what I'm talking about before I let you guys know. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel and press that notification bell to let you know when that video comes up. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this get ready with me. Okay guys, let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to go ahead and use the Peach Perfect Foundation. I'm going to go ahead and use a beauty sponge to apply that on. I found out that this is probably the best, simplest way to apply this foundation. I like the way it distributes and also I like the way it looks at the end with a sponge. But I still have some testing out to do to see which I like better, either the brush or the sponge. I'll let you guys know. But I am just buffing that into my skin. I've actually noticed something about this foundation. It does have a light peachy smell, which I like. It doesn't bother me. I know some people don't like smells, but to me, it smells pretty good. Yes, girl, yes. We're just going to go ahead and keep on buffing the foundation until it is evenly distributed. Next, I'll be using the Maybelline Erase Concealer, which you know this is one of my faves. It's super creamy and it doesn't crease under the eye. I have recently picked up a new shade. This is Sable. I was using Moiden Medium, but I found this one and I actually like it better. It is one shade lighter, which it definitely helps with the highlight under my eyes. So I made the switch. You should too. And of course, we're going to go ahead and buff that concealer under our eyes until it's fully melted. I do like using this concealer on my eyelids. I feel that the lighter shade definitely does make my eyeshadows pop out a lot more. Now we're going to go ahead and use the Too Faced Translucent Powder. I have been using this one lately. I'm just trying to finish it up, honestly. I did like it at first, but I started noticing that it does leave a white cast under your eyes when taking photos. So if you're going to be taking photos, I don't recommend this one, but just for the purpose of the video, I'm going to go ahead and use this. Another thing that I've been doing is I've been applying the translucent powder on my lids just to avoid any type of creasing from the concealer. And I also have noticed that my eyeshadows do go on a lot smoother. So try out this trick and let me know the way it works. Next, I'll be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina palette. The first shade that I'll be using is Eccentric. Yeah, that definitely describes me at times. So I'll be using this shade as my transition color, and I'm going to go ahead and pop that into my crease, doing window wiper motions back and forth until it's diffused into the crease. And now I'm going in with a softer, fluffier brush. I am using my Morphe M504, and I'm actually just going back and forth, making sure that my edges are softer and less harsh. Just make sure that you keep on buffing until you see them a little bit more diffused. Next, I'm going to be going in with the shade Passion. This is a dark brownie burgundy color. I'm going to be using that to darken up my crease. I like this shade. It's really pretty. It definitely does make brown eyes pop out, I feel. Now I'm using that fluffier brush again and just going back and forth, blending all my colors and of course making sure my edges are nice and soft. So the next shade I'll be using is a rose gold. Oh my gosh, such a beautiful color. And I'll be using my Morphe M167 brush. This is a flatter brush, but I feel that this one works best for this type of shade. It definitely does have a lot of pigmentation, and so the flat ends definitely do pack on the product very, very nicely. So I'm just going back and forth with that and just giving my eye some dimension with it. So we're going to go ahead and dip back into Passion. Now that I have my shimmery shade, we are going to go ahead and define our crease a little bit more. I have hooded eyes, so this is definitely a must for me. And now we're going to go ahead and use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Prism palette. I just need one color out of here, which is Insignian. This is just a black shade, and I'm just going to be using this in the corners of the eye. That way we can give the eye a little bit more dimension. And now I'm going to go in with the Carbon Black eyeliner by L'Oreal. This is just going to make my eyes look a little bit more awake and a little bit more bigger, since I do have tiny little almond eyes. This definitely does the trick. And now let's go ahead and coat our lashes with the Voluminous Mascara in Carbon Black. An oldie, but dang, is it a goodie. The next shade that we're going to be using is Volatile, and we're just going to go ahead and place this under our eyes. We're going to go ahead and smudge that out and smoke it out a bit. Oh, I love this color. It's really pretty. And the next color we're going to be using is Eccentric again. We're going to go ahead and mix these two colors. It's going to look really cool. And of course, a look would not be a look without any falsies. Oh my gosh, heck no, I wouldn't even think of it. So let's let that glue dry and place those falsies on. And just like that, the look changes. So my lips are super chapped right now, so let's go ahead and hydrate our lips with Aquaphor Lip Repair. I use this one during the winter months. It's super hydrating and super smooth, and it's not tacky. That's what I love. So if you're looking for a good lip repair, I definitely recommend this one. Let's go ahead and bring some color back into my skin. We're going to go ahead and use the MAC Bronzer in Deepest Deep. And we're just going to go ahead and place that on our temples, on our forehead, anywhere where the sun usually touches your face. And we're just going to go ahead and buff that into our skin, make it look nice and tanned. So we're just going to go ahead and bronze the cheeks. We're going to be using this bronzer for a transition shade to use a darker bronzer. This is going to make our cheeks pop out a little bit more and seem more hollow. I usually do upward circular motions. This helps distribute the product a little bit more easily, and then also I bronze my chin and my jaw to give me some more color to my face. And now I'm going to go in with my Hoola Bronzer. We're going to go ahead and carve out the cheeks and define the face. I love to start from the top and work my way down, and that way I can get a good, nice, clean line. I think the most important thing about makeup is that you make sure that you buff it in. And I've actually learned the hard way. I've gone out the house looking a little crazy sometimes. So now I make sure that I absolutely buff the makeup in, making sure that it all matches and it seems seamless. So let's give our face a little bit more color. We're going to go ahead and use a Gentle by MAC. Now this one is a very pink color, so just keep this on the apples of your cheeks. This will give you the perfect blush to your face. Now do not take this all the way back. We are not in an 80s video. If you do want to see a video, we can definitely make some arrangements with some makeup from the 80s, but right now we're just going to keep it simple. So we're going to go ahead and go back in with our bronzer and give ourselves a little nose snatch. And we're just going to go ahead and take a small brush and run that up and down our nose. In the sides and also in the middle of the nose, so it can give you a cute little button nose. To finish our contour, I'm gonna just apply a little bit of highlight to the center of my nose. This way it looks a little bit more pointed. And of course, to the tip of my nose. So cute. Next, we're using Spice by MAC. I'm gonna go ahead and outline my lips with this to later on fill in. And I'm just gonna take that and overline my lips just a tad bit and draw on my Cupid's bow. I like to accentuate my Cupid's bow a little bit more, make it kind of like heart-shaped, I feel, and this will make it look a little bit more pouty. And to shade my lips, I'll be using Marvelous Mauve. This is part of the Sephora collection. This is such a pretty color for everyday wear. I love this color. It definitely goes with everything. And now to give ourselves some glow, I'm gonna go ahead and apply Laura Gellert's Gilted Honey to the high points of my cheeks. And to finish off the look, I'm gonna be using Urban Decay's setting spray. And we are done. Thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe to my channel. Bye guys, thank you.